What's up, Rado? Shade Tree Surgeon here with the one, the only, the covered in dog hair, yes. Cammy Bay of the hairy. I thought,
what the Joshua?
I thought I was the only one supposed to have a goat butt around here. Of course, Shay Lisi, mother of frogs, breaker of motorcycles, queen of all the Florida men. We're rolling out today with Cammy's got a probably the most obnoxious bike ever. If you ever met a girl, girls like loud exhaust. Everyone goes like, oh, loud pipes don't get you laid. I'm like, yeah, they do, dude. People be lying about that, all right? We're about 45 minutes late, which is not the latest we've ever been. Top 10, maybe. Top 10. But luckily for me, it's Bob Fett's birthday, and Bob Fett isn't here yet. So if the birthday boy is late.
My birthday now, baby.
Yeah, guess whose birthday it is now? It's my birthday. it's Kyle's birthday.
Happy birthday, everybody.
Yeah. Bueller, it's not not you. My God, you and that beer call each other before you left house today, or what, dude? I know, that was a lame attempt at a joke, but if you don't swing at everything, you never hit any home runs. That's a Jeep thing, you wouldn't understand. So now, but Cammy doesn't get a rock star, she'll be cranky. I'm cranky right already. Oh, you were? I couldn't tell. I'm bad at telling when girls are upset. It's actually great. It's very liberating for me.
I go to Sitco's for my rock star and have 2 drinks.
Sitco's the only one that carries that trashy shit, dude.
Which one? Which one is that?
Channel Side Sitco, man.
All right, Johnny.
No biggie.
Never a line out here. Let's fight.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday. Is it actually his birthday?
Happy birthday!
Happy Easter, Xbox.
Happy birthday! What happened? What came first, the Devon or the birth? Hey Siri, play Bieber. What were you listening to last? Oh no! Well, ultimate burn.
We're listening to jingles.
The birthday boy was later than we are. See, it just runs in the group. The very first time I ever hung out with Bob Fett, not the first time I met him, but the first time we ever went riding, I waited for him outside the Dirty Shame to go riding for over an hour. I'm not complaining because obviously it was worth it. I've had a lifetime of friendship out of it. When you're getting annoyed with somebody and it's time to wait for them, sometimes you better just do it. Because one, you better put the grace out into the world that you would like to receive. I know I'm gonna be late, so I got plenty of patience for other people. And two, sometimes you're rewarded with an amazing friend like my man Bob Fett. And that Kawasaki Z650 that she's on is looking good, man. I think it looks so much better than the Yamaha version, like not the FZ07, but whatever the Yamaha version is that is like looks vintage. But man, the Yamaha has such a better engine. But man, the Kawasaki looks so much better. And that's a great engine, actually. That 650 engine is amazing. They put it in so many different things. Instead of the Ninja 650 and the Vulcan 650, they use it in flat track. It really is an amazing engine. It just, man, can you please give it a 270-degree crank, because it sounds like a wet fart when you put exhaust on it. The Kawasaki really has the FZ07 in looks, or what do they call it? The XSR 700, that's the name of it. I think that anyway. It's all subjective. Of course, I think both the XSR and the Kawasaki 650 there lose to Cammy Bay's monster. No offense, girl. Maybe not in the looks department, because I love that green. I just love a green motorcycle, obviously. Man, that monster sounds freaking wicked. When Cammy pulled that exhaust off, that is not what I expected.
Oh yeah.
I don't need the choke, right? Because then it'll like scare me. Oh my God! What?
You love it?
Yes! My eyes are watering. That's exactly what the fuck I wanted it to sound like.
Needless to say, she's happy. One thing I can always count on when Devin leads a group ride, because he always does his homework, is always going to take an awesome way to wherever we're going. I don't always do my homework. I just stick it into the phone or the GPS. Well, hopefully the GPS now. I still haven't used it. Devin always does his homework, man. Bob Fett always finds the best roads to ride on. It's one of his many great qualities. Stupid, sexy Devin and his beautiful roads. Oh, hey, it helps to have friends around who fill in the gaps, you know? I'm not the one who does the research and finds a good road, so it's definitely a good person to have around because I'm never gonna do it. I just count on him. Oh, this place. This place. Oh, I remember this place. Last time we were here, we had to leave in a little bit of a hurry because me and several people in this group got into a bar fight in here. Hopefully it's not quite as exciting this time. Last time we were here, Bueller 1203 back there was wearing a pretty spicy Tom of Finland shirt with a couple of cowboys making out on it, and I was wearing a shirt that said, "Have you seen my two dads?" and things went awry at San Ann Liquors. I was just saying, I'm going to say the joke again for the camera. His fan stayed on after it went off, and whenever Japanese bikes fan stays on after it turns off, I just think it sounds like an old Jewish man from New York complaining about the Florida heat, just like oh God, it's so hot here in Florida. The humidity is what gets you with your tracer. No, I have to say it for the camera again. See, for them it's the first time.
For me, it's always the first time.
Yeah, I think I did the accent better the first time. I was thinking about it too hard that time. You guys will just have to imagine my New York Jewish accent in your head better earlier. Anyway, let's get a drink. I'm not gonna do a fight.
Fishing for a fight?
Secret secrets. Playful secrets. I don't know, they just look like they're sharing it. They just look like they're sharing a secret over there, don't they?
Maybe.
You're playing Devin? Oh, I thought you were gonna win. I think you probably could have beaten anybody else here, Cammy. Damn, dude, he's already talking shit.
Thank you.
See, that's what I would have said. I would have just been like, yeah, I'll let you win. It's your birthday. My talk, it's his birthday. Let him win, Cammy. Be easy on him, okay?
You guys all doing okay down here?
I call slop on that. I don't think he meant to do that. Sloppy birthday. Wow, Debbie, you didn't have to hit it in so hard. It's just like aggressive.
No, I am not.
It was very close. Cammy, your plain burger is here. That's probably lava. Careful. And the tots, baby.
I'm gonna stand over here so I don't get.
You don't look very comfortable.
I'm not making fun of you for wearing a fanny pack. I am just like, that is aggressively large. How many snacks do you have in there? What's in there? What do you keep in there? Come on, turn out your pockets. What do you got? Thought I saw something in your pocket. Turn it out.
Tobacco pouch, because I'm a fucking hipster. My sunglasses, usually when they're not on my vest.
You have a little drink in there, I see?
Little drink.
The Snapple?
No,
Oh, it's some water?
this was a PF Chang's bottle.
Alright, I've seen enough, you fucking nerd.
I am a nerd.
Dang, got these two bikes around. They're both louder than mine. Good times, 0 fights. Time for some snot from a rock. Jay Lacey's going full Incredibles over here with the cape. Cape blowing in the wind. You know, a cape on a motorcycle always seems like a great idea, but it can get annoying real quick. I know this from experience. Some foolish pirate once, when I was a bartender at the Dirty Shame during Gasparilla, left a very nice cape at the bar, and I claimed it for my own and almost strangled myself on the way home wearing it on my motorcycle.
My vape blew up.
Blew up? Are you okay? Did it burn you?
I have a burn mark on my stomach right here.
I don't see anything. Fuck.
It's like, oh, what the fuck?
Holy shit.
The wind going into it because I had it.
Oh, and maybe it was just like going over and over again?
It like burnt the fuck out of me. I was like, what the fuck?
Oh my god.
It scared the shit out of me, dude. That's what I was like doing.
Okay, I was looking back. I was like, what's going on? It's a vape emergency. And now you don't have a vape. Well, no birthday would be complete without a little trip to River's Edge. Damn, dude. Like people are out on the water today. There's so many boats out there. That's crazy. Also, it's his birthday. You guys do songs. It's not from a rock, baby. You get some oysters, Dev? You get some oysters, or you don't trust them no more? I don't trust them anymore. Everything you love requires a little bit of trust. Alright, a little bit of a rainy day out, which is the perfect day to finish up the KLR. Don't really have a whole lot left, but before I do anything else, I'm gonna put some turn signals on the back. Normally, I don't give a damn about turn signals, but this is a giveaway bike. This isn't my bike, so I'm putting turn signals on it. Luckily, Cami chose not to use these cool guy turn signals on her bike, so they're going on the KLR. There might not be what you would pick, but they don't interfere with the boxes, and they work. And seeing as this is not a sponsored build, this is a giveaway build to benefit charity, and the only thing that's helping me pay for it, doesn't pay for all of it, is all of you guys at Patreon. Seeing as all that stuff is fact, we're gonna use stuff we have around the shop. Trust me, I'm gonna cut costs where I can. It's just turn signals. Having a propane soldering gun is by far one of the best investments I've ever made. This thing was only like 20 bucks. Also, like, no offense to the guy who did it, but I saw somebody in the comments, like, who is English, go, you're not saying, why does no American ever say soldering right? Why don't you say soldering? It's got an L in it, and just went on this kind of diatribe, which is okay, I'm not mad about it, but he went on this diatribe about how no American ever can pronounce it, and we're forgetting the L. I didn't respond to it just because I was like, hey, that's just how I say it, you know, I don't really feel the need to respond to this comment. Then I look back later and someone hit them with like, oh yeah, that's real rich aluminium. And I'll admit, I had a really good laugh at that one. Well, all right. Oh, next up, half of going on an adventure everybody knows is looking like you're going on an adventure. So we got this Enduro engineering skid plate, and it will actually protect the case. Like, it does, it is very functional, but most people will never go to places on their KLR where they need this sort of function. So it's definitely mostly for looks, I think, but then on the odd day that there is a big rock on the trail, this thing's worth its weight in gold. Well, maybe not in gold, but worth its weight in aluminum at least. I'm gonna go ahead and guess that this should probably get a little bit of thread locker. Well, there we go, man. That's their skid guard. California quiet. Still waiting. Now that my as loud as a conversation air compressor has stopped, I think it's time to actually take this motorcycle for a ride. A couple of immediate things just taking it around the block. One, definitely needs these throttle cables lubed. They were instantly binding up. And I can't figure out how to turn the heated grips off, so I pulled those out. I'm gonna pull those off. Oh yeah, that's pretty grody in there. Normally, lubing cables is something I do right away, but I must have forgotten to. Another thing that became very apparent is a noise coming from down here somewhere, and first I was freaking out, going, oh God, please don't let it be the bottom end, but I stopped, the noise went away, revved the engine, it sounded fine, and then when I got back here, I check somebody really tightened that chain up. I mean, you literally can't move it. I don't even have the chain that tight on my hardtail chopper. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and loosen that up. Wait, be careful, my helmet has stuff in it. You ain't gonna be able to sit on that thing. Yeah, that's not short person friendly. What you could do is you can step on the peg and then swing a leg over. That's how a lot of short people get on bikes. See?
Yeah. It's never gonna happen.
I don't know, just try to stand it up, you know? just give it a whirl. I could catch you when you get back.
I don't know. Which leg do I put down?
Yeah, the KLR 650, this is known though. This is known, is not exactly short person friendly. This is definitely like, you gotta be, I don't know, you could probably be like 5'9" and still be fine. I can flat foot it at 6'1". Alex, you wanna get on it so you can see what, people can see what you look on it? Alex is 6'4" though, so. Yeah, he's okay. Yeah, dude, Alex, you just made that thing look short, dude. If I saw you on, I'd be like, yeah, no problem, man. Yeah, I can flat foot it on either side too. Now careful when you get off, it'll make a fool out of you. Well, maybe not Alex, he's got long legs. I gotta get on it with the, dude, them kicks though, dude.
Aren't they so fresh?
Damn.
I said when he got here.
I wore this for my girl's sake because I know she likes the pink.
Damn, dude.
So
you know.
Man, I wonder if they ever make a green, white, and blue Nikes, man. That'd be like the perfect thing to give away with the KLR. Anyway, this KLR was a perfect example of a motorcycle that sometimes when you get a used bike, it's better to get one that's just been sitting than it is to get one that somebody tried to fix. Somebody tried to fix this. So the entire time that I've been messing with it, besides putting the bags on it, mostly of what I've been doing is unfixing their fixings and then fixing it the right way. We're gonna have ourselves a little adventure. We got 3 adventure bikes here. We got a KLR 650, we got the Dirtster, and Shaylee's gonna hop on the trail 125 back there. We are ready to do it to it. And of course, we're all like wearing vests and Nikes and stuff like that. So I don't know about that part of the adventure. But we look like adventurers, that's for sure. Hell bent for adventure. Wait. Oh, should turn the key on. All right, hell bent for adventure. Dude, hell yeah. I will tell you, this KLR 650 is actually really comfortable. This is my first time riding one, not my very first time riding one, because I've been riding this one around a little bit while I troubleshooted some of the other stuff that was wrong with it. But this is my first time ever experiencing a KLR 650, and it's exactly what I wanted it to be. Now, it is helped out a lot by those rocks risers to make me comfortable. I like my handlebars up a little bit higher, you know what I mean? Ooh, look at that. Looks like we could go on some adventure. I mean, come on, we're just a bunch of cool dads out on a cool dad venture. Now the adventure might just be avoiding used needles in our tires out here. My my dry rotted tires definitely don't need any help, but it's an adventure nonetheless, right? And I know the KLR gets a rap of like really not being that great off-road, but compared to the Dirtster, I'm pretty sure it's gonna do just fine. That's kind of my whole thing with it is, when you talk about a bike that's either good or not good off-road, you know, there's a big difference in a lot of adventure bikes. Now, compared to a lot of big adventure bikes, and my Sportster definitely on that list, I will tell you, the KLR 650 it leans more dirt bike than adventure bike, but I know people ride these things across the dang country. Way more than across the country. The KLR is, like I said, the poverty rider's favorite for doing like the Trans-America Trail and the Transcontinental Trail and all those things like that. It also makes a great in-town commuter if you like to mess around and have fun on your less than legal shortcuts like we do. It's just an awesome hooligan bike. That's kind of the cool part of any adventure bike, isn't it? That when you're not on an adventure, it's just an amazing hooligan bike, right? Like, come on, man. You can't go on an adventure every day, but if you're an asshole, every day can be an adventure. Now, the last bike we gave away, that 98 Goldwing, the GL 1500, I tried to go on an adventure on that before it left me, but it didn't quite work out for a couple different reasons. I'm not letting that happen with the KLR. I am taking this on an adventure before whoever the new owner is claims it, and it's going to be more of an adventure day. I guess today is an adventure, but you know, it's not the kind of adventure I want to take on a KLR. I feel like any motorcyclist has to be able to say that they were on a KLR adventure in order to be a real biker. Maybe not the real biker, leather daddy, hell yeah brother, but you know what I mean, a real biker. The Holy Order of the Perpetual Milk Crate is a sacred order, okay? And everyone must go through those rites of passage with a KLR 650. Whoa, take it easy. God, I love a Porsche though. Actually, you know what, man? Don't take it easy. That's freaking awesome. Well, hey, me and Shaylee's are on thumpers, man. These sound like adventure bikes in so much as they sound like a wet fart in an old plastic grocery bag. The Dirtster sounds like a Harley. Of course, what I really meant when I said every day can be an adventure on an adventure bike is, you know, Starbucks, baby. That's where adventure bikes live, dude. That's where they pass their metal. That's where the steel of an adventure bike is quenched in those turbid waters, those brown waters of Starbucks to make it real steel. 3 adventure bikes. Well, you know, 3 pretty much almost adventure bikes. Oh, I just went the wrong way. 3 pretty much almost adventure bikes hanging out in front of a Starbucks. There's a meme in there somewhere. It's crazy how peppy this thing is. It makes me always wonder how much this thing has in common with like the Savage 650, the LS 650, which is certainly peppy. It certainly is a peppy bike, but the Suzuki Savage 650 is like nowhere near like the KLR 650 is. But those engines have to share a lot, you would think. When you get on this thing and crack the throttle open, you're like, yeah, this sucker's gonna be a wheelie machine. I'm not saying it's gonna break any land speed records. I'm just saying it's got a lot of pep, man. I mean, a lot of pep. It's also got my 300-pound ass on it, but it definitely can get out of its own way, that's for sure. You're not gonna like have trouble merging on the highway or something. And I've definitely ridden a lot of other bikes around this size that were mainly cruiser bikes that had nowhere near the amount of power that this feels like it has. Of course, that could also just be a weight thing too, because this thing feels so light compared to like the Suzuki Savage 650, which is already a light bike. Can we get the wave from the V-Rod? Denied, baby! Dude, you saw these 3 adventure bikes? One of them's one of you! There's a Harley back there! Denied. The Harbor Freight equipped KLR. Denied the way. That's alright. He probably was just like shifting. He had his hand on the clutch. That's okay. How does it feel to stand up on it? I haven't tried that yet. Perfectly fine, of course. This thing, I really feel like I've never taken a KLR off-road. Hopefully before somebody claims this motorcycle, I get a chance to actually see what it's like to go on an adventure and do a little bit of off-road riding, but it feels like it would do okay with a decent set of tires on it. Now, as I said, the front tire is extremely dry rotted, so I have new tires for it on the way. I went ahead and got the Shinkos, the same one I have on my Sportster. Everyone's got their own opinions on tires and what are good and what are bad, but I've got a lot of experience off-road on those Shinko tires on the Sportster, and I thought they performed just fine. So even though everyone's going to have their own opinion, I'm going with what I know on this one. You do still want something that's going to handle okay on the road, and I've been all through all these mountain roads and all sorts of twisties on those Shinkos and off-road all in the same day, and they were great on both of them, man. They handle great on the street, they handle great in the twisties, and I never had a problem off-road on them. I mean, they're not like sticky off-road mud tires or anything, but they did great for me. Yeah, we'll say the tires that are on here now, I wouldn't even say they're 50-50, man. They're definitely like dual sport pretender tires. Off here and even in the grass, it definitely leaves a little bit to be desired, but it'll still do a big old fat power slide like a KLR 650 should be able to do, you know what I mean? Oh yeah. That's one of those things these things are famous for, is just like having just the torque of that big 650 engine will just do massive power slides compared to a lot of other ones. Well, especially with a street tire on there that ain't gonna really hook up that well. It is really neat to be able to sit here and say, yeah, you can do like foot down turnarounds on a street bike, you know what I mean? Again, I don't want to push it too hard anywhere with the front tire being what it is. That front tire is just dry rotted straight to hell fuck right now. So I don't want to mess around too much anywhere on this bike. Well, that's not the truth. I do want to mess around. Oh yeah, it'll pull the front wheel right up, man. This thing does wheelies. So yes, I do want to mess around. I just shouldn't be messing around that hard. All right. Before I freaking get myself in any trouble, I should probably get back home. I just got the notification that old buddy Bezos has dropped off some more goodies for the KLR. All right, like I said, I got some more goodies from buddy Bezos for the KLR 650 build, although these don't have anything to do with making the actual KLR better. This is just what I was talking to you guys when I said I wanted this bike to be adventure ready. I want whoever wins it, I want them to be able to just immediately go out camping, go on an adventure, and be ready to do that. So I'm gonna outfit it with all this stuff. I got some more stuff coming, but I've got just like easy stuff like this. It's a spatula, a fork, and a spoon. It packs up super flat. It's like the size of an envelope. I have a sleeping pad, of course, a sleeping bag. This is gonna be a kind of more of a warm weather sleeping bag, but it packs up really, really small. That's always been kind of my thing with sleeping bags. I never like getting inside a sleeping bag. I usually just like lay on a blanket and then put the sleeping bag over me. Just getting in a sleeping bag weirds me out. So I kind of like them a little thinner winner like this anyway. Also, for whoever wins it, I got them a jet boil. I've never actually used a jet boil myself, but I've seen a lot of other people use them. This sucker boils water in 60 seconds. So this is for when you're out camping, you've got those bags full of dehydrated food or soup mix or beef stroganoff or whatever it is. Or if you just want to make coffee with this sucker, it's 60 seconds away. Now, if you ever tried to boil water over a campfire, you know that that can take forever sometimes. So this thing is pretty dang cool. I got a few other things coming. I got a nice backpacking tent that packs down real small that's coming. I got, of course, fuel canisters for the jet boil. I was just saying, I really want this thing to just be ready to go. And I'm still gonna take it on an adventure, although I'm leaving all this stuff in the packaging because I figure whoever ends up winning this bike and winning all this stuff that's going along with it, you probably don't want me to have been like cooking food in your jet boil. So I'm gonna bring my own stuff when I go on my little adventure, on my little camping trip on the KLR 650, and all the stuff that comes with it that whoever wins it is gonna get, all that stuff will still be in the package, ready for you to use for the first time. Oh, I almost forgot a camping chair too. We're putting a camping chair in there. You guys watch a channel, you know exactly what we're doing with this KLR 650. We're almost done. We've just got tires, basically. I'm gonna put tires on it. Like I said, the Shinkos, I've had such a great experience with those on my Sportster. I see no reason not to put them on this bike as well. And then after that, this bike's gonna go for its final top to bottom inspection from Shelby. I'm not gonna be the last person to look at this bike before somebody wins it. Shelby's gonna go through it completely, and then we're also gonna take it on a test run because it is an older bike and it needed a lot of work. So I wanna make sure that it's absolutely tip top for whoever gets it ready to go. And of course, we'll be pulling the winner for this on May 5th. So you got until May 5th to buy a raffle ticket for this bike, but it's not just a raffle ticket for the KLR 650. What it is an investment in changing the world. All of this money, 100% of these proceeds, like I said, this is all Patreon paid for all of this. And I mean, not all of it, I paid for a lot of it myself as well. The bike, of course, was donated. This is something that we're all doing together. When I said Brapstar and Forgotten Angels were teaming up, I did not mean that like I'm going to work for Forgotten Angels and get paid for them. That just means I'm spending my own money, we're spending Patreon money, and we're taking donations both of bikes, products, anything we can do to come together and try to change the world. Forgotten Angels, what we're trying to do is leave the state of Florida. This is a 10-year plan. Eventually, we want to be in every state. We want a Forgotten Angels near you. So when you buy a raffle ticket, sure, you might win this KLR 650 decked out with all the adventure gear you need to go out and have a good time. Heck, you might even win the grand prize, which is a house here in Florida. You get to be my neighbor. A lot of people might not want that. Or you could also just choose to take $250,000. Now, if you buy a ticket for the KLR, you're also entered to win that. But at the end of the day, what we're really doing is we're donating to charity. We're making sacrifices in our own lives to try to make somebody who has way less than us feel a little bit better. And if you can't afford to buy a raffle ticket, that is okay. Don't feel bad about that if you can't afford to buy a raffle ticket. You can tell somebody about it. If you just tell another human being about what we're doing, about the raffles, about Forgotten Angels, share this video with them, you're doing more for those kids that have been aged out of foster care and made homeless than almost anybody in the world has ever done for them. So trust me, I ain't looking at you bad if you can't afford to buy a ticket, because I don't want anyone to make a sacrifice to help somebody else that they can't afford to make. Don't ever put yourself in a bad position to help somebody else, because if you're that close to being in a bad position, if you're a $25 raffle ticket away from being in a bad position, like, you could use our help, not the other way around. But you can still tell somebody about it. I think that's gonna about do it for this one. As always, tell me anything else you'd like to see on the KLR as far as camping gear, anything else you'd like me to put on it, to do to it. I'm all ears, because I want whoever gets this to get a really, really awesome and slightly sketchy adventure machine that's ready to go. Until next time, y'all, keep it weird.
Crashing through the sky comes a fearful cry. Shade tree, army. Shade tree, army. Armies of the night, evil taking flight. Shade tree, army. Shade tree, army. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Panic spreading far and wide. Can the world oppose the deadliest of foes? Shade tree, army. Shade tree, army. they never say die, walking tall with banners high.
Shade Tree Army, a ruthless gang of scum, villains, freaks, and bikers determined to rule the world.